All the spectators might have got quite wet on their way in to the Shrewsbury Club today, but of course no such problems. Here we are undercover at the Shrewsbury Club.
First set.
And the first set about to get underway with Ava Lies, the 20-year-old from Germany, to serve.
I was talking a little bit to the stringer before we came on air, Stuart, and just to get an idea of their string tensions for Ava Lies. It's quite a lot looser than the Vondrousova racket. Well, there's the first of many, many drop shots from Vondrousova. She's such a crafty, clever player, really uses the court very well indeed. Gets a reward for that one.
She does
enjoy.
enjoy.
Sure that Ava Lies will be moving forward quite a lot today.
LTA serve.
It's going to be an important part of Ava Lies' hopes. That's particularly keeping the percentage up nice and high and hitting the spots. A little bit of a nervous forehand there from Lies. Just picking her head up a little bit, and that means the contact point is slightly off centre.
Very nicely put away by Ava Lies.
14, 30. This is the backhand we were talking about, Stuart. Big thumping one down the line, earns the short ball. She's not the most comfortable coming forward, but that was a pretty routine short high backhand. Wants to take it nice and high and nice and early.
LTA serve. Deuce. Advantage Lies.
Little change up on direction there. She's been going wide down the tee. This time it's a sliding serve out wide to the Vondrousova backhand. Ava so far looking a lot more comfortable on the backhand side than she is the forehand. Not quite assured of herself on that side, and this is all good information for Vondrousova. She'll be taking it in and trying to exploit any weakness.
Advantage Lies.
Super serve right down the tee. Vondrousova's giving it a good long look.
Evelise holds then in the opening
First
game of this final. It's always nice to get that first game on the board, isn't it, in a final?
You see that more often. The player wins the toss and puts the opponent into serve first, just to test the nerves. But Evelise came through that one, not with flying colours. She was tested, but didn't face the break point, so I think she'll be quite relieved at that.
Vondrousova to serve.
Vondrousova, by far the more experienced player in this contest.
Enough.
23 years of age now, Vondrousova, but so much experience.
She started playing on the ITF circuit in 2014, Marketa Vondrousova, when she was just 14 years old. Made her first singles final in a $10,000 event at 15. Thumping deckhand down the line. That is just such a fantastic shot from Evelise. She's got a very good athletic position, stays nice and low, and she's looking to step in, drive this ball down the line. Never had any second thought of what to do with this. She knew exactly where she was going to place it.
$40.50. 40-30.
Elise with a big fist pump there. That's a nice return. Took time away for Vondrousova.
Game, Vondrousova.
Well, that was a really good first serve from the Czech player, sliding the ball out wide. It's such an advantage the left-handers have, because of course 3 of the really big points of any game do come on that ad court side, and that's where they can slide the ball out to the right-hander's backhand. Stuart, we can see the Ukrainian flag on the Elise visor. That's because she was born in Kiev, Ukraine. Now, of course, represents Germany. Her father is a tennis coach in Hamburg. Older sister is also a tennis player, retired a couple of years ago. And that's something that she's really worked hard on, is moving forward, moving through the ball. Really good position on that forehand shot.
And a confident start from
Lees
Ava
leads 2 games to
Lees,
1.
who's a player in terrific form at the moment. She's won her nine matches in a row, having won the last tournament she played, a W60 in Slovakia. And when you've got momentum, it can take you a long, long way, can't it?
Success breeds success. It doesn't matter at what level. It really does help because you have that winning feeling on the big points. You know that you can come through them. It's so important. The mental battle in tennis is something that if you haven't played this game, you don't really understand because it is such a tricky part of it. When you're walking on, you're going to feel all those emotions. And unfortunately, in tennis, most of them are negative in the head. So you've got to try and be as nice to yourself as possible. Try and stay in the present as much as possible as well. Not very easy. That's why so many of these players do work with sports psychologists, and if they're not on board like they are for Iga Swiatek, a lot of players can't afford that, well then they're on the end of a phone line. Players are often in touch with their mental coaches just to work on the finer details, and especially ahead of a big match like this.
Busy day ahead for Marketa Vondrousova. She will be back on court a little bit later to play in the doubles final as well.
Letvasov.
I think she'll be quite grateful, really, Stuart, of all the match practice, because as we talked about in the warm-up, Vondrousova hasn't played since Stuttgart indoor clay court tournament in April, where she lost to Ons Jabeur in 3 sets. We know if she wins this tournament, Vondrousova will be back inside the top 100, which is very much where she belongs. But right now it's all about getting her match practice and getting her ready for 2023. That's when she'll look to make another mark on the top tennis tour. A little lack of footwork there from Vondrousova, who looks, I have to say, slightly fatigued in these early stages. Needed to move around that forehand a lot more and give herself some more space. Ava Lees has got a clear game plan, and that's to keep the ball down the middle and cut off the angles.
13-14.
And unlike Vondrousova, Lees has not played in the doubles event this week.
Just putting up her racket, and apologies because shot here did hit the net cord. Vondrousova adapted fast, but she couldn't really cover the court. She was coming there, you could see her, to cover the line, but Ava Lees goes back behind the Czech player, gets her just reward, and we've got our first break.
Been a good start then by Ava Lees, who leads by 3-1 in this opening set at the Shrewsbury Club.
Oh, she's just getting better and better.
15 left.
And that's a really good indication when Ava Lees starts hitting forehand winners. You know she is confident. Another forehand winner. She's completely dictating play right now. She's the one with the much superior court position. Vondrousova just trying to hold on. That is just exceptional because the chip forehand return from Vondrousova, we can see how deep it lands here. Gets the baseline and it's a beauty of a backhand. Those winners are racking up.
Game, please.
Well, what a start.
Get a cool $15,239 US. Not bad for a week's work.
Not bad at all.
About your salary, isn't it? Stu? That's what I've been told anyway.
30 love.
Runner up 8,147. Winner gets 140 points. Losing finalist 85.
Key game this, isn't it, for Vondrousova? Trailing 4-1 in this opening set. We'll want to reduce that deficit.
Let's for serve.
Double fault for Vondrousova. She won't mind at this stage. Just really going for two almost first serves on that occasion. Missing slightly wide.
Game, Vondrousova.
Manages to see that game out.
Lees
So
leads 4 games to
4-2 to Ava Lees. Current ranking of 126 in the world, which is a career high.
Yeah, and on the live rankings, because of her week, she's up to 123. Should she win, she'll move 10 places further towards that holy grail of top 100.
15 all.
Top 100 is so important, of course, because it means direct entry into the major championships. That's where the big prize money and the big points are. Both these players will be looking to secure their automatic berth at the Australian Open in January of next year. Few signs now of nerves as Evelise gets a little bit closer to wrapping up this first set. Didn't move her feet quite around that forehand. That's a sumptuous little drop shot. So far she's played 3, won 2 of them. They've all come off that backhand side. It's a shot that Marketa Vondrousova really likes to play, and she's given herself 2 breakpoint chances here.
Delightful shot, wasn't it? Sublime. Yeah, 2 breakpoints then for Vondrousova.
Game, Vondrousova. New goals, please.
And she only needs one of them.
These needs 4 games.
Vondrousova, we saw plenty of her battling qualities yesterday in the opening set against the week's number 1 seed here at the Shrewsbury Club, Kalinina.
Vondrousova serving with the new balls now. Always adds a couple of miles per hour to the delivery. Just taking a good long look at the umpire and the line, because she thought that forehand had caught it. Using the traditional methods of line calling this week, no electronic line calling. That's well played from Evelise, really getting Vondrousova not only deep but also wide outside the tram lines there. And the Czech player isn't able to roll the ball over the higher part of the net. Well, that's not the best time for a double fault.
Yeah, three break points now. Felice and a potential 5-3 advantage in this opening set, this W100 Shrewsbury final.
15-14.
Really lent into that backhanded Vondrousova. That's more like it from her. Former world number 14 back in 2019. Absolutely rattles that ball down the line. Still got work to do.
Game, please.
And a second an opportunity now, isn't it, for Lise, who will be serving for this first set.
Yeah, Vondrousova will be kicking herself. She felt like she was back in this first set after breaking. That's what's called the boomerang break. The break right away. Ava Lise has it in hand, now serving for this set. That is really well played, an excellent double volley. First one was hit nicely. She caught the outside of the ball, giving it a little bit of slice. That's important on volleys.
Just sense she's growing in confidence.
And then moves really well across the line, didn't she? The movement was so impressive.
Love.
That return just really smacks of a lack of match play. Marketa Vondrousova with her left wrist strapped.
That's
been an issue for her throughout her career.
$30-15.
Yes, second tournament back for Vondrousova after 6 months. Wet out in the first round for W80 last week.
$30.
Yeah, lost to a player ranked 251 in the world in Yulia Hatukova in Poitiers. Surprising defeat, but it just shows you again the level and the depth of the women's tour at all levels these days. That was a massive point, and the experience of Vondrousova shows.
13.
And now all of a sudden Vondrousova has the opportunity to break back again in this opening set.
Yes.
Oh, so well played from Ava Lise. Once again, pushing Vondrousova way behind the baseline. And the Czech player isn't able to slice and get the ball back in play.
Advantage, please.
This is a delightful point, and it's such a great time. Nice sliding serve out wide, and then stays very low on that forehand. Redirects the ball so well. Set point.
10.
He's trying to redirect once again. It is a tricky shot to do. You have to create space, get your footwork in the right spot.
Ooh.
Fourth drop shot from Vondrousova, and this one wasn't particularly good. She got a little bit too much air underneath the ball, but somehow gets away with it.
Vondrousova.
And another break.
Lise leads 5-4.
And Ava Lise will be losing the opening set to beat Barbara Politsova.
That's excellent depth from Lise.
11-15.
We'll see if she can break to grab the set. Has had one set point on serve. Couldn't convert. That's a very good shot from Ava Lise in a tricky position. Marketa Vondrousova is a good volleyer, but look at the tricky shot that she has to play. Ava Lise just able to get the racket up and over the ball, creating a lot of spin and a lot of dip on that backhand attempted pass. Too good from Vondrousova.
15-13.
That's another of her trademark shots, taking that ball early. Really loves to redirect the ball with the forehand. She can go either way. This time coming up with the inside out. Gets a nod of approval from her opponent. And super serve from the Czech.
30.
Fights back from love 30 in this game. Huge point there, and Ava Lise to set up her second set point.
30-14.
Second set point then of this opening set for Ava Lise.
Deuce.
Serve was too good though. Beautiful delivery from Vondrousova. That's what got her to her first WTA Tour title back in 2017 in Biel. Oh, how about that? Shots from Eva Lise, a back behind forehand, and a big roar from her, big fist pump towards her camp. How she wins this point is just astonishing. Going back behind Vondrousova, who was a little reluctant to take that ball early, didn't do enough with it, and gets severely penalised.
Oh, how about that? Put away by Lise, wasn't it? Another set point then. Third for Lise. And it escapes once again.
Shows absolutely no reluctance to take the ball on. This is an excellent forehand. Starting to dictate with that side. Watches that ball go slightly long.
Advantage, Vondrousova.
That's where you need the back behind shot. A little trick shot. Eva Lise overrunning the ball because of the net cord.
Good response again from Lise. Keen to see out this opening set. Had her opportunities. Can she capitalise this time? And another set point presents itself.
Advantages.
Number 4. Will Vondrousova go to the tried and tested wide serve? Or she changed things up with one down the tee?
That's deuce.
Nope, same old. If it's working, don't change it.
Working well, isn't it? Working very well for Vondrousova. 4 set points saved now. She saved 3 set points in the opener against Annalena Kalinina yesterday.
Let for serve. Let's for serve.
Oh, so crafty, isn't it? That's, I think, Marketa Vondrousova's middle name. She's just able to move the ball around so beautifully. Once again, the drop shot off the backhand side. She stuck to that exclusively, and able to run down the forehand and prod it down the line. Another chance now for 5-all.
Oh, so crafty, isn't it? That's, I think Marketa.
Deuce.
Super
That's
return.
Stewart, the serve getting a little predictable. Elise just taking a tiny fraction of a step to her left before that serve was delivered. Managed to cut it off with good angle. Caught the ball nice and early. Great return down the line.
Wonderful point.
Well, that's our best point of the match so far. The drop shot is returned, and how about that little prod? That's brilliant pick up from Elise. Vondrousova able to turn around though and put the smash away, but she's clearly
Wonderful
not feeling
point.
physically 100%. That's not a good sign for her, especially ahead of the doubles.
Game. Vondrousova.
I went to show plenty of fight, Vondrousova,
5 games.
and she is right in this opening set still. Very much so, 5-5. And how will Elise be feeling having had 4 set points?
Well, I think she'll be feeling all right. Obviously, a little bit disappointed, but shouldn't really have a chance on any of them. It's one thing if you've got a sitter on top of the net and you've missed it. Totally another thing if your opponent's just served too well. But she knows she's been right in this. Needs to keep her head up. Another
Love
indication
15.
that is a good news for Elise is she did see Vondrousova double over after that long point. So she knows the Czech player isn't in peak physical performance at the moment. It's just whether she can hold her nerve.
Love 30.
And here's a chance for Vondrousova. 5-all, love 30.
Love 40.
Oh, it's a terrible game for Elise now. Just a little bit of drop in form. Bad timing for a double fault. And now under huge pressure.
Game Vondrousova.
And another break of serve, and it's all fight and determination, as you'd expect, of course, and as she will be serving for this opening set.
Fifteen love.
That's more of what we were seeing in the early parts of this match. Evelise dictating,
59.
dominating from the baseline. She's got very early preparation on that forehand. Tends to have her hands separate, which is quite unusual these days. Usually that left hand is on the throat of the racket.
Let herself.
Karen Hachanov on the men's side as one player hits his forehand a little bit like Evelise.
Thirty, 15.
Going for too much there too soon. Wasn't really the angle for Lise to go for so much.
40, 15.
And 2 set points for Martika Vondrousova.
Game first
And
set.
she only needs one of them.
Vondrousova,
There's the opening set
7 games to
for
5.
Marketa Vondrousova. 7 games to 5. today. Capacity crowd at the Shrewsbury Club, and it's Ava Lees who will get this second set underway.
Love 15.
Imperative now for Ava Lees to get herself off to a quick start here, and that won't help because it's Vondrousova who's got the momentum.
Yeah, this is a test, isn't it, for Lees? Start of this second set.
It's been a really tough year for those who have Ukrainian roots, as Ava Lees does, born in Kyiv. We saw Annalina Kanalina, who was the top seed here, lose to Vondrousova in the semis. She said she's just gone back home for a week, which she hasn't managed to do really for the majority of the year. These players have had to base themselves elsewhere, haven't been able to see loved ones, very concerned about what's going on at home.
Game, Vondrousova. First game, second set.
And Vondrousova breaks straight away in this opening game of the second set.
She's now been broken in her last four service games, and that spells real trouble now, because not only does Marketa Vondrousova have the first set in the bag, but also an early break here, and starting to look a lot more confident than she did certainly in the early stages.
Love 15.
Not quite this time.
It slightly undercooks the attempted drop shot. A bit surprised that Vondrousova has only tried that shot on the backhand side. You just don't want to get too predictable.
Out. 15 all.
And she screams with frustration because the
13,
previous backhand was exceptional. She managed to roll over the ball, create a short angle. That's her favoured backhand, but she didn't really show full commitment, just slightly lifting up. And that's rare.
14,
Vondrousova feels the happiest on court, right inside that baseline, looking to dictate with the forehand.
Game, Vondrousova.
And a confident
Vondrousova is 2 games to love.
opening service game to this second set for Marketa Vondrousova. It's an important game coming up, isn't it, this for Lise?
Absolutely imperative. Now she's got to really bed in here. Needs to get that first serve percentage up higher.
Love 15.
The start she would have wanted. Had a fantastic week here in Shrewsbury.
Well, it's a well-played point from Lise. Exactly what she wants to do. Just building. Was moving forward and closer, but once again, it's the backhand, surprisingly, that misfires. Not quite following through fully. He draws the error, but that's something that I think she can very much work on. Very young player, but it's that first ball, the short one, where she's very reluctant to step in and take on. As I say that, she hits a perfect forehand from inside the baseline. I think that's what they call commentator's curse.
That was very
You're
nicely
probably
played.
familiar with it.
Very familiar. Extremely familiar. And another breakpoint opportunity for Marketa Vondrousova. No, not quite.
Good fight from Lise, trying to avoid being broken for the 5th straight time.
Advantage.
Just caught that attempted backhand down the line a fraction late. It's such a tricky shot to pull off from that court position.
Very well played from Vondrousova, who does establish a 3-love lead in this second set. And this is a very challenging position in which Lise finds herself now. Remember, she had 4 set points. And then also overcoming the challenge of Lily Miyazaki, the current British number 8. But now Lise has plenty of work to do here because she trails in this second set, having lost the opener.
Well, it was another backhand drop shot, but this one was cross court,
15
and it
love.
was so delicately played. Very tricky shot to pull off, and Eva-Lise actually was there but tried to do too much in return.
Thirty love.
Just needs to try and bring in the margins a little bit. Lise, she's been going for that backhand down the line, and it's not paying off, not like it was in the first set. That's good work from the young German.
15.
See Vondrousova's court position when she hit that attempted forehand slice was way, way behind the baseline. Difficult place to slice from. Vondrousova opting to hit an open stance forehand from that position where perhaps she could have got her right foot stepping in with body weight going forward.
Thirty. Game Vondrousova. New balls, please.
And the lead is
Vondrousova
extended
next
for Marketa Vondrousova.
This goes to get a new racket, new strings. Spoke to the stringer earlier. Vondrousova getting her racket strung at 27 kilos. That's quite tight. It means she's not looking for power, but more control.
Love 15.
And just for some context, Adrian Manarino, the French ATP player, gets his racket strung at about 15 kgs. It's the loosest. It's a bit like a trampoline. Knew as soon as she'd hit it that she caught it a little bit late, but again, good work from Eva-Lise. Does like to take the ball early.
Such an important game, this one, isn't it? For
13.
Eva-Lise has to get back on the board in the hope that it will start a recovery.
Fraction of both games. 40-50.
Well, the initial call was out, and Vondrousova nodded her head in agreement, but then our umpire today quickly overruled it. Been too many of those, unfortunately, for Eva-Lise. Had a couple in the previous service game.
Game, please.
I have a big roar of encouragement from the spectators here at the Shrewsbury Club, because they know that is such an important hold there for Eva-Lise. Just gives her that opportunity of coming back into this one.
Really do it right away.
Fifteen left. Fifteen all. Fifteen.
It's good work from Vondrousova, moving Eva-Lise from corner to corner. And that's where it's so tough to play out of the corners in this game, especially if you have to get to more than one on the run, having to try and hit a miracle shot up the line.
It's very nicely done by Eva-Lise.
Now that backhand right out of the top drawer, moving beautifully to that forehand, keeping it nice and deep to the Vondrousova forehand, and then just uses the left wrist and the left forearm to roll her racket over that ball.
40-30.
That's a great serve though from Vondrousova. The lefty does tend to go down the tee on that serve with the slice, but this time just pronates and creates a wonderful wide angle.
Game, Vondrousova.
And Vondrousova edging ever closer to within a game
Vondrousova leads 5-1.
of becoming champion here at the Shrewsbury Club. 5-1 she leads, having taken the opener by 7 games to 5.
Fifteen left.
Good to see Eva-Lise fighting here. Such a sport of momentum. She knows if she'd clinched one of those 4 set points, she'd be in a very different position here. Oh, that's absolutely out of the top drawer. Brilliant forehand. Something that Agnieszka Radwanska, the now retired Polish player, used to do so well. Hit the ball from bending her knees.
30-15.
She's used to winning matches, isn't she? Eva-Lise, having won the last 9 before today.
40-15.
And battling to stay in this final here.
Wait, please. Game, please.
And the championships.
Left.
It's been such a shame for Evelise, whose backhand down the line was absolutely on point at the beginning of this match, but since then she's missed more than she's made. Wonderful serve, and that gives her 2 championship points.
And she only needs one of them. Marketa Vondrousova sees it out. 7-5, 6-2. And she is the W100 Shrewsbury champion. Fantastic week for both of these finalists, Vondrousova and Evelise, who's had a terrific week in Shrewsbury. But it's Marketa Vondrousova who enjoys that winning feeling.
I think she's absolutely delighted by that. It's never easy to have a long injury layoff, especially for someone Marketa Vondrousova, who's really up there with the world's elite in this very, very difficult sport. And you could just see her growing into the match. Looked a little bit down and out, you'd have to say, at 1-4 down. It was only one break. And looked a little physically spent the latter stages of that first set, but recovered beautifully, saving 4 break points. Won the majority of the games there. Broke Evelise 5 times in straight succession.
with. The team have worked magnificently well. I'm hugely proud of them, as I always am. But thank you so much, guys, for making this event happen and for all the hard work you've done. We've talked a lot about the desire, and we're really proud of the fact that we're the Shrewsbury Club, and we're proud of the name of the town that we belong to and the county that we're part of. And we see holding events like this as an opportunity to take the shush out of Shrewsbury and to shout about Shropshire. And we're really grateful to the LTA for allowing us to stage an event of this stature. We've been building up towards this, as many of you will know, over a number of years. But this is the highest ranking event we've ever held here. To give you some idea of the quality of this event, there are 529 ITF women's events held across the world in this year, but only 14 of them at this level. So we're one of just 14 towns and cities holding what is the top level of the ITF standard of tournaments. And we're really grateful to Richard Joyner and the LTA for allowing us to host them. Clearly, as well as the team behind the scenes, and you can see from the boards and just about everything that can move has got a sponsor's name on it. We've had 34 different sponsors that have supported us, and without their generosity, their commitment, their support financially, as well as their support in all the events that we've put on, we wouldn't be able to have the kind of things that have happened around this event. The Budge and Motors School Day, the Love Tennis, the Advantage Tennis, the VIP lunch in the Marquee. So it's amazing to be part of the Shrewsbury business scene and to see the support that we get from many local businesses. And I'd like to thank each and every one of them, and of course Budge and Motors, who are our lead sponsor. But thank you so much for your sponsorship. And last but not least, the reason why we're able to bring this event here and the key criteria for its success from the LTA and the ITF perspective is how many people come along to watch. And we've broken all records in that regard. And so I'm hugely grateful to each and every one of you. Some of you I know have been here all week. Some of you have come along to watch for the first time. We hope you've loved it. We hope you'll be back if we hold another one of these events again. But without you coming along and supporting it, these events wouldn't happen either. So thank you so much for your support. And I'll now hand back to Rose so we can have the rest of the trophy ceremony.
I'll now hand you over to Richard Joyner, the tournament director, to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think as Dave has just alluded to, this is a project I think that Dave's been working towards for about the last decade. Every single time that we've come to this venue, Dave ups the experience for spectators, for players, and everyone alike. And it's taken a couple of years because of COVID for us to get to a 100k event, but Dave, that's due to your drive, your enthusiasm, and everything you do for this tournament. So I think we need to give this gentleman a big round of applause. I apologise in advance, there's a few thank yous for us to work through. First and foremost, I would like to say a big thank you to all the staff here at the Shrewsbury Club. Again, as Dave alluded to earlier, there's 5,500 members that come through the doors of this club, and majority of those have been coming through in the last 7 to 10 days once we've been here. And the team at the club, Alvin and everyone working with Alvin and the team, they've done an amazing job under a lot of pressure, so I would like to say thank you very much to all of the team here at the Shrewsbury Club. No events of this level can happen without volunteers, and the team of volunteers we've had here this week have been fantastic. We've had a number of volunteers, obviously from the local community, but I think Dave's connections with Suffolk, have meant that we've had a team come all the way from Suffolk for a number of days as well. They've done a great job, they've done it with a smile on their face. Some have been and gone, but those that are here, thank you very much indeed. Next, I'd like to thank the ball crew and Simon Haddleton and his team of coaches. For an event of this size, it's a requirement to have ball crew for every match. That is no easy task when we're playing Monday to Friday during school time, particularly when two schools drop out about 3 weeks before the event is due to happen. Simon somehow has pulled a rabbit out of the bag and actually got a team on court every day for us, as well as the fantastic team that we've had here today. Thank you, Simon, and thank you to all of you. There's a gentleman standing up on the balcony, Chris Hinks. We could ask for a wave, or we could even ask for a jig, but we might just leave it at that. Chris, you and your team of drivers have been absolutely fantastic. They made a pledge at the start of the tournament that they would try and do airport pickups for all of the players where requested, with the nearest airports being Birmingham and Manchester, and in quite busy motorway times. They've still managed on the majority of those requests to actually sort of be able to do something with that. Chris, you and your drivers have been fantastic. I know you've had some late nights, but thank you very much indeed. I'd like to thank our team of tournament officials, led by Tony Harding. They've been with us here since last Sunday, done a great job for us for each day. Thank you very much indeed for our team of tournament officials. And in terms of our tournament team even, ITF Supervisor Jane Harvey, I'd very much like to thank our practice desk, Pete Grimsdale, despite some of the jokes that he gives throughout the week. I'd like to thank our stringer, Jackie Vaughan, our medical team of Elaine, Robin, and Dr. Marcus Philpott. Thank you all very much for all of your help. That's been much appreciated. And a couple of final thank yous. Our official hotel this week was the Prince Rupert Hotel in the centre of town. Okay, I think the players really enjoy being in the centre of Shrewsbury because it allows them to see what a wonderful town it is. And I know there's been some pressures with last-minute bookings and everything else, but for the team at the Prince Rupert Hotel, thank you very much indeed, and thank you for all your support. And final thank you, you'll be pleased to know, is yourselves in the crowd. For the players to play in front of an atmosphere with the support that both of the players have got today, plus also the players have had throughout the week, really means a lot. It enhances the experience of for the tournament, enhances the experience for the players. So please give yourselves a big, big round of applause. And you'll be glad to know that's me finished. Thank you very much.
Please put your hands together for your finalists today, Ava Lees. Now, Ava, you've done so well this week. What have been the highlights for you?
Definitely the final today. I'm very proud I made it this far. Every single match was such a good fight, so I'm just happy that I've played this tournament this well, and also congrats to you. You played amazing today.
Obviously, you didn't get the result you wanted today. What are some of the positives you can take from this?
Definitely the confidence from the past matches. I know what my level is, I know where I can play, and also I'm very excited for the next weeks.
So I'm sure you'll agree that Marketa played a really great match today.
Yes. I don't have anything else to add. She was being a very, very tough opponent in the first set, and I honestly left so much energy in the first set. She started playing even more consistent in the second, so she definitely deserved the trophy today.
What are your hopes for next year?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What are your hopes for next year?
Definitely breaking through top 100. I mean, the goal for this year was being top 200, and now I've even reached it. Like I've got so much more far, and for next year, I I'm just gonna try to play as well as I'm playing now and hope it will be enough.
Let's hear it one more time for Eva Lies. And now for your winner, Marketa Vondrousova. First of all, massive congratulations, Marketa. How pleased are you for your win today?
I'm super happy, I really enjoyed this week, and yeah, I'm just very happy to be back, competing and playing matches after such a long time. So yeah, this win is, great. I'm just very happy, and I played really tough matches this week, so I'm just happy to be back at my level.
Now, you had to save 4 set points in that first set. Do you think that was a turning point for you?
Yeah, sure. It was, very tough. Eva was playing really great, and yeah, I was just trying to put every ball into the court and stay in the match and fight. So yeah, I just am really proud, how I fought and how I played.
Eva must have pushed you really hard. She seemed like she was a really tough opponent.
Yeah, she's having a great year, and I think she has to be, top 100 really soon because she's playing amazing. And yeah, good luck to you, and yeah, great match today.
Now you've got the doubles in about half an hour. How are you feeling about that match coming up?
I'm very tired, from all those matches, but yeah, come on, I didn't play for like 6 months, so, I have to be ready.
Well, one more time for your winner, Marketa Vondrousova. Now, there will be a doubles match to follow in approximately half an hour, so we'll see you back then.
Well, congratulations to both players who have both had very impressive weeks here at the Shrewsbury Club. Sure, we'll be hearing lots and lots more of Eva Lies in the future. She's had a wonderful week, and lovely to hear of Ava's ambitions moving forward. 126 in the world at the moment, and expect her to go heading in the right direction. Very well played, and what a story for Marketa Vondrousova, Candy. Second tournament back after 6 months out of tennis, and what a week she's had. She's still got the doubles to come, but let's talk about the final here. First of all, how good was that performance?
No, she was very good. She got better and better as the match progressed. Eva Lies came out on fire, really, got that early break, didn't she, and moved into a 4-1 lead, had those 4 set points, none of which she really had a chance on, though. Vondrousova just served too well when it really, really mattered. As we look at how Vondrousova got to the final and then took the championship match, beating Eva Lies in straight sets. A really great tournament from Vondrousova, and I think it was that semi-final win over Alina Kalinina, a top 50 player, which gave her the confidence to know that she can get back quite quickly to the top of the women's game, which is where she really belongs. And we are going to see her in doubles in about 30 minutes' time, as Rose said. She's going to be taking on Jessica Ponchet and Renata Vondrousova. Probably see quite a lot of out wide serving from the women in white today, particularly to that deuce side. Vondrousova backhand. Nice to see serve and volley from Ponche. Turns out to be a successful one.
Love.
Don't see too many women serve and volleying on their second serve these days. Been a sellout crowd this Sunday. Stands absolutely packed full for the singles final. A few gaps in there right now, perhaps a few spectators still having a bit of lunch. See the balls they're using this week, the Dunlop Australian Open ball. Quite a heavy ball. Well, Ratcheva certainly paid for her indecision on that short forehand volley. Could have done a lot more with that. As it was, she just placed it back to Vondrousova and said, there we go, let rip. And the Czech certainly
Ratcheva certainly paid for her.
made the most of it.
Game, Ponche for Ratcheva.
Another extremely good serve. And a bit of adrenaline coursing through the veins. Got quite a few more spectators now piling in here to centre court. And it'll be Markéta Vondrousova to start serving for the all-Czech team.
Please find your seats quickly, thank you. Markéta Vondrousova to serve. Let for service. Love.
Doubles players, especially at the net, all looking to get across, try and poach.
$15. $30-15.
Vondrousova and Kolajekova got their campaign underway with a win over Choi and Spurpwech. Won that one 6-4, 6-2. Had exactly the same result against their next opponents. That was Knutson and Strosnaskova. Oh, superb play from Vondrousova. Kolajekova actually had a chance to get across on the first ball, but decided against it. Perhaps she thought the return was going long, but how about that from Vondrousova? Just waiting slightly for her opponent to move, firing that forehand up the line.
Game, Kolajekova, Vondrousova.
Great serve. The attempted lob return from Ponche lands slightly long.
1 game all.
So both teams now on the board.
Renata Vondrousova to serve. Love.
Very important in doubles to get a nice high first serve percentage in. Doesn't need to be hugely powerful, but accurate. Oh, it's well played. Great wheels from the 39-year-old Vondrousova to get up to that short ball.
15 all.
But the French-Czech duo just being slightly overpowered at the end there. Vondrousova taking that forehand volley on. Let's watch her movement here. She steps across.
Oh, it's well played. Great wheel.
Gets a lot of power behind that forehand volley.
$15-13.
Vondrousova currently ranked 118 in the world in doubles. Has been a career high 29 though.
$15-14.
That's back-to-back double faults, which hands the all-Czech combo 2 early break points. Oh, it's a fantastic return. Vondrousova known for her returning over her serving. And that was right out of the centre. A lot of pace on the backhand. And Vondrousova and Kolodziejczykova have the early break. They lead 2-1. So just getting back to where she was. Won't take her long. And that's what she brings to the table.
15 love.
Good all-round player. Got great hands, great skill. Oh, that is sublime. What a combination. Great serve. First forehand volley was decent from Vondrousova. Perhaps she could have been a little bit more cute with it or just punched it hard down the middle. But instead,
that is
leaves it for Kolojetkova to hit a beautiful backhand lob. How about that? Oh, that's a bad miss from Vondrousova, and she knows it. Ponce and Vondrousova doing well, though, to hold firm. Ponce, particularly on that lob, did so well to get it back, didn't she?
Oh, that's a bad miss.
Let for service.
Ponce didn't listen to the instructions, went across and poached, didn't do enough with the volley. It was a difficult one. I was told to stay, and then in fact she moved back. Too much work for Vondrousova to do there. Well, Kolojetkova has tried the lob 2 more times since being so successful, and perhaps it was the wrong shot there. Didn't really get enough depth on it. And anyway, Ponce was just inside the service line. Very unusual volley technique. It seems to work, doesn't it? Absolutely thunderous work from the Frenchwoman. Normally volley with the continental grip, but she seems to have an Eastern forehand grip.
Seems to work, doesn't it?
Quite a bent wrist when she hits those volleys, but sure does create a lot of power.
Absolutely thunderous work from the Frenchwoman.
40-15 back to deuce.
Game, Vondrousova.
Delightful serve.
They lead by 3-1.
And it's Vondrousova and Kolojetkova who hold firm. Consolidate the break.
Love.
This team playing their 10th match together of the season. And Kolojetkova seeing a little bit of a gap there down the line, just misses. Now that is how to hit a lob. Superb from Vondrousova. Pulled out wide.
30-15.
Definitely worth another look. Return was good. Knew exactly what she wanted to do.
Oh, that.
It's always tough for the position. Vondrousova looking forward. To
that
try and
is
cut
how to
that
hit
off
a
as
lob.
volley. Nothing she could do.
(40-15).
Another good serve from Ponchet. She was the one in the pair that held first time out. Looking to do it twice.
Game Ponchet Vondrousova.
Job done.
Love 15.
Oh, it's great work from Vondrousova. Takes that forehand up the line. Catches Kolojetkova. Not quite aware. So Vondrousova in a little bit of trouble here at love 30. Well, that was a tricky shot for Vondrousova because she had to be careful of hitting her partner in the back of the head there. That's why she steered it the other way. Didn't quite get enough spin on the drive volley. So 3 breakpoint chances. Been a lot of lobbing. That one goes long, but in truth, Kolojetkova could have done a lot more with that first volley. Again, looked a little surprised that she so easily got a racket on it. So the break has been completed, and we're back on level terms. Renata Vondrousova to serve for the second time.
Love 15.
So important on the return to keep the ball very low. Doesn't really matter if you don't get it cross court as long as you do that. It gives the person at the net a very tough volley because they have to hit up. What a fabulous point. Vondrousova did so well to cover the line there. That ball was coming at her with pace.
Love 30.
It's the right shot from Vondrousova. Pulled out wide.
What a
It's quite
fabulous
often
point.
shot to go down the
Vondrousova
line
did
because you're cutting the court off, narrowing the angles. Oh, it's just superb from Vondrousova. Saw in the corner of her eye that Vondrousova was coming forward.
15-30.
Doubles players, it's a little bit like driving. You have to have eyes in the back of your head, good peripheral vision, able to see not only what you're doing and of course watching the ball, but also being very aware of your opponents and their positioning. Oh, such a good shot from Kolodziejczykova. Quality of this match is getting better and better.
15-40.
And it's the all-Czech duo now with 2 more break points. Get their noses back in front. That's good eye formation.
30-40.
So important on the breakpoint chances against to try and come up with something a little bit different. Need to keep the returner guessing, not get too comfortable. 1 breakpoint saved.
Juice, deciding point.
That
Receiver's
brings
choice.
it back to Juice, but it will be a decided point, and Vondrousova has decided to take it on. She'll get the look at a second serve. Oh, it's just extraordinary. Jessica Ponche doing more good work at the net.
New balls.
Miriam Kolodziejczykova
15 love.
is a top 100 player as of last month. Career high ranking of 78. Moving forward nicely to that next volley. So important to move forward, take it on. You never want to let the ball to drop when you're at the net. Vondrousova did well to pull her racket away from that, knew the return was going long. Great hands from Vondrousova, but The third attempt was too much. This is how to stand your ground at the net. This is exceptional. That backhand volley done with such quick
Great hands from
instincts,
Vondrousova,
reflexes.
but
'Oh, that is just sublime. Vondrousova this time holding her nerve at the net, just responding to everything that came her way. But look at this superb backhand from Kovalevskova, able to just roll that ball down. Beautiful precision.
that is just sublime. Vondrousova.
Four games all. Tennis ball's back in Jessica Ponchet's hands.
Love. Dirty love.
Jessica Ponchet, a professional tennis player for the last 11 years. She's missed it. Can't quite believe it. Didn't actually need to go so close to the line. That ball hit with a lot of power behind it.
Let's for service. Let's for service. Let's for service. Game, Ponchet Vondrousova.
Super game from Jessica Ponchet, holds to love.
They lead by 5 games to 4.
And she's put her team in a good position here. They're up 5 games to 4. Ponchet has lost just 1 point in the last 2 service games. Currently ranked a career high at 104 in doubles, 172 in singles. That's 20 places off her career high. Ponchet, the 26-year-old French woman. Ponche and Vondrousova had an easy start to their campaign here, beating Tabitha Holmes and Summer Yardley for the loss of just one game.
Time.
It's much tougher. The second 2 rounds, lost a set in both, winning match tiebreaks against Masaki Doi and Beatrice Gumura, and then overcoming Katerina Kawa and Jessica Malekova, 10-3 in the match tiebreak. Toughest match score-wise for
15 love.
Kolodjejeva and Vondrousova was their semi-final. Forced into a second set tie-break in that one. So they come into this match having not lost a set, so we'll see if that changes. It's a bad volley.
Oh! 15-30.
Vondrousova with her right thigh strapped for this doubles match. Did look to be suffering a little physically in the first set of her singles match against Ava Lees.
Well,
that's a return that Renata Vondrousova would surely like to have again. A little bit of indecision from the veteran. One-handed backhand return goes askew from Jessica Ponche. And it's a chance to tie things up once again.
Game, Kolodjejeva, Vondrousova.
Things looking slightly worrying there at 15-30, but Marketa Vondrousova comes out of her service game with flying colours. Vondrousova currently ranked 121 in singles, although with her championship victory here, she'll be back inside the top 100 on Monday. Ranked 151 on the doubles court. It's 100 places off her career high of 54, which no doubt she'll be back too soon. Oh, it's a good scramble from Ponche. It was her ball.
15.
She had to get across and hit that short one. Closer for her to get the ball than Vondrousova. That's a great point. You see Vondrousova's movement at the net there, trying to bait Vondrousova to go down the line, but she didn't take the bait, went back cross court. Really nice struck volley. Kept it low, not one to put away. And once again, it is the right play. Vondrousova getting across, hitting the ball in the direction she's moving. Slightly overdid it. Didn't keep the ball low enough, but it's tough at full stretch to get that racket control.
Game, Ponche, Vondrousova.
Well played by Renata Vondrousova, just put off there by a few school-age schoolboys. In doubles, won 3 of the major tournaments. Karolina Pliskova is also on the Czech Republic team. Vondrousova playing herself into form right at the right time for the Czech Republic. You must surely be pretty confident of their chances in Billie Jean King Cup action.
Vondrousova playing a
beautiful cover of the middle from Vondrousova.
15-0.
Down the middle solves the riddle, but not this time. Oh, it's just long. Vondrousova believed her volley was in, but didn't quite catch it out in front enough. Czechs, by the way, have been crowned champions in the Billie Jean King Cup, formerly Fed Cup, of course, on 11 occasions.
40-15.
Helena Sukova with the most wins for the Czech Republic, 57, 45 of which were in singles. Sukova now is a psychologist, mentors the likes of Katerina Siniakova.
Let, second service. Game, Kolodziejova, Vondrousova.
A lucky shot from Miriam Kolodziejova, catching the net cord, so no chance for Vondrousova.
6 games all, tie break.
But in all, it was a good game for the all-Czech duo, and they forced a tie break.
Game, Game Vondrousova, Vondrousova.
A lucky shot from
So 7-point tiebreak. First to 7, win by 2, of course. Jessica Ponche to start us off. Vondrousova went right at Vondrousova. Did well, didn't she, to duck. That ball goes long. Well, that was a tremendous point, set up by a wonderful return and then lob from Vondrousova. That is experience in doubles personified. And a
Well,
beautiful smash finish from Ponche. Oh, that is so good from Vondrousova. The French Czech position was actually better, wasn't it, throughout the points, but the feel on that lob. Brilliant shot off the back leg.
Oh, that is so good.
Deserves a smile. Beautiful move from Vondrousova. She moved early. As the match gets tighter, you expect the opponent to go cross court rather than go for the more tricky down the line shot. That's exactly what Vondrousova attempted. Didn't get away with it.
For service.
Strange decision by Vondrousova there, opting to go with the backhand rather than the forehand. The ball was coming right at her. It's an instinctive decision. It shows that she gets a little bit nervous. Perhaps the backhand is her more solid shot. It's less that can go wrong often on that side, but in doubles it also reduces the angle from that position. So always better to hit a forehand. Oh, it's a really well taken high backhand volley from Vondrousova.
4-2.
And as the pairs change ends, it's the all Czech duo with a slight advantage here. Another excellent combination. Good placement on the serve and a nice volley right down the middle. Gives them a 3-point advantage. 2 points away from taking this opening set.
Five, 3, Vondrousova, Vondrousova.
Well, the intention from Kolojakova was correct. Keep the ball low. She just slightly overdid it. Decision for Ponce is where to serve to Vondrousova, who is the better returner of the two. How about that from Vondrousova? Absolutely first class.
6-3.
Vondrousova couldn't quite believe she's made another beautiful lob. So Ponce is broken. And Kolojakova and Vondrousova have 3 set points. Well, that is some return.
6-4, Vondrousova.
With the aid of a net cord, but it was well played, wasn't it? Vondrousova cutting the angle off, taking the backhand nice and early. It's wide, and a roar from Vondrousova because she and Miriam Kolojakova are 1 set away from taking the 2022 Shrewsbury 100,000 title. Renata Vondrousova off for a quick bathroom break after a long opening set, which the women in blue have taken on a tie-break, 7-4. Good first set, entertaining. ahead of the Australian swing.
Second set, Vondrousova to
So
serve.
it'll be Marketa Vondrousova to get the second set underway. Oh, sublime. Push them back and then volley short.
15 love.
It's good hands, wasn't it, from Kolodjekova?
Oh,
Lovely
sublime.
touch from Vondrousova. She's known for her drop shots, particularly off the backhand side. That was a drop volley,
30 love.
followed by a sensational wide ace, which Racheva doesn't quite agree with.
Love. Game. Vondrousova, Vondrousova. First game, second set. Love 15. Love 30.
Well, Ponce had a real opportunity there. Just took that step
Well,
back, trying to roll the ball over and create the very tricky angle cross court over the higher part of the net, perhaps. Would have been more sensible just to plough it on right down the middle. And she's in big danger here of being broken for the first time.
15-14.
There's the power from Vondrousova. Shows no prisoners, does she? Very happy to go at the player at the net with full force. It is part of the game. Vondrousova knows it's coming, but it's coming too fast.
There's the power from Vondrousova.
So a break and a 2-love lead for the Czech duo as they go in search of their second title. Played to absolute perfection. Nice lobs from Marketa Vondrousova, filtering down to her partner. Oh, it was a good reach.
15-all.
Played at full stretch. Knows next time she'll make it. So difficult to control the racket head angle when you're reaching for the ball like that.
(30-15).
Ponche hasn't had too many opportunities to hit a forehand return. Can't quite catch the centre of the strings.
(40-15).
Oh, that is just superb. Golojetkova with a fabulous lob and then drive, forehand winner. The Czech duo consolidating the break and now 3 games away from victory. Well, Miriam Golojetkova a little bit nervous in the early stages of this match, but she's certainly grown into it. That's the world number 78. She's the highest ranked player on the court. Really concentrating on her doubles career. Has a singles ranking currently of 476 in the world. So it'll be the 3rd Czech player on the court to serve. Renata Vondrousova knows she must hold.
(15-love). 15-all.
Vondrousova trying to thread the needle down the line, but it's well covered by Kolodziejczykova. Not too much room there. She's won just over $1.9 million in her 22-year professional career. Vondrousova with 11 WTA doubles titles, but in big trouble here after a double fault, facing 2 break points. Surely if she's broken here, this match is all but over. Oh, it was a poor lob, must be said, but Vondrousova makes a complete mess of the smash, which I think she must have thought was going to be a lot tougher than it was. And now this is big trouble here for the French-Czech duo, while the all-Czech duo are looking very strong, 2 games away.
Love 15. Love 13.
Difficult to change direction right there. Vondrousova perhaps would have had an easier time going back cross court.
$15-30. $15-40.
Well, she was hunched over like that in the first set of her singles match. Down 1-4 to Ava-Lise in that first set of the final. Vondrousova saves 1 break point.
30-40.
Oh, it's well played from Renata Vondrousova, 39-year-old going totally Now got the Shrewsbury sisters.
Love 15.
And Ponche might start to get a little worried about her smash. She's missed one long, now one in the net. That was the tougher one. Just brought that left side down too fast. So important to keep the left arm up.
Let's for service. Love 13.
It's a really fantastic return. Vondrousova able to get the ball dipping low, making Ponche hit up on the first shot.
Fifteen, 13.
Well played down the middle from Vondrousova. The French Czech duo more likely to be both at the nets than the women in blue. Nice decisive volley here, right down the middle.
Well played down the middle.
Forty, 30.
Vondrousova a little worried there, chose to let it go, and in the end she knows she chose correctly. More good work at the net from Vondrousova. The veteran holding firm there, not trying to go for too much too soon or a crazy angle. She's enjoying every minute out here. That's another game on the board.
LTA Vondrousova lead by 4 games to 2.
So pressure on Miriam Kolojakova. She can get her team one step closer.
Fifteen, love. Let's for service.
Staying nice and patient in the rally.
30 love.
Oh, it's well reached. Again, not easy at full stretch, but this time the racket head control is spot on.
Oh, it's well reached.
Game, Kolotseva, Vondrousova.
And it's a hold to love at a crucial time. Oh, it's well played from Vondrousova.
Love 15.
The smart player that she is, just dipping the ball down, taking the pace off, forcing Vondrousova into a low volley.
Love 30.
Oh, it's a well played points. Ponche doing beautifully there to get across.
Love 40.
Vondrousova can't convert the lob, and it's 3 championship points for Marketa Vondrousova and for Miriam Kolodjekova. Oh, it's well played from Ponche. Keeps her team in the contest with a beautiful smash. This time making no mistake at all.
Game, set, match.
And there it is.
Vondrousova.
Marketa Vondrousova and Miriam Kolodzejkova are the 2022 Shrewsbury ITF champions. They win this battle in straight sets against Jessica Ponce and Renata Varacheva. 7-6, 6-2.
In the match today. You and Miriam are friends both on and off the court, so it must be a really good partnership then when you're playing doubles together.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up together, we know each other for a very long time. I mean, she's my best friend, so it's just, you know, amazing to play with her and to get titles like this.
Yeah. So I hope you've got a big suitcase, Marketa, because here's your other trophy. Thanks so much to all of you spectators. We hope you've enjoyed both of the matches today, and thanks for all your support, and have a safe journey home.
And so that concludes